we've got the Bengals' speedy running back. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
That's caught by Sims. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The Bengals at 8-1 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Kemp, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Kemp. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run on 1st down. Kemp, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kemp, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try the left side. Kemp, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Kemp, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their mobile, agile quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Ja'Marr Chase. Touchdown, Vikings. Ja'Marr Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. It's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed. And
this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On second down now, Kemp. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They'll keep it on the ground. Kemp. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. After right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Peterson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Up the middle they go. Kemp, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Kemp, and the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Kemp, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's a 2nd and 7. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 2nd down, Kemp nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Kemp, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and throw for it here. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Kim, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peterson.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great... With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Floyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw again. That's complete. It's Collins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Collins. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're going to look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there was spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.